Job chapter 12. And Job answered and said, No doubt, but ye are the people, and wisdom shall die with you. But I have understanding as well as you. I am not inferior to you. Yea, who knoweth not such things as these? I am as one mocked of his neighbor, who calleth upon God, and he answereth him. The just upright man is laughed to scorn. He that is ready to slip with his feet is as a lamb despised in the thought of him that is at ease. The tabernacles of robbers prosper, and they that provoke God are secure, into whose hand God bringeth abundantly. But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee. Or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee. Who knoweth not in all these that the hand of the Lord hath wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind? Doeth not the ear that try words, and the mouth taste his meat? With the ancient is wisdom, and in length of days understanding. With him is wisdom and strength, he hath counsel and understanding. Behold, he breaketh down, and it cannot be built again. He shutteth up a man, and there can be no opening. Behold, he withholdeth the waters, and they dry up. Also he sendeth them out, and they overturn the earth. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the bonds of kings, and girdeth their loins with a girdle. He leadeth princes away spoiled, and overthroweth the mighty. He removeth away the speech of the trusty, and taketh away the understanding of the aged. He poureth contempt upon princes, and weakeneth the strength of the mighty. He discovereth deep things out of darkness, and bringeth out to light the shadow of death. He increaseth the nations, and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations, and strengtheneth them again. He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, and causeth them to wander in wilderness, where there is no way. They group in dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man. Here is the explanation of chapter 12. This final speech of the first cycle opens on a note of indignation at Job's friends. Job's sarcastic answer revealed his irritation to their doctrinaire condemnation of his character. Job was scornful of the idea that his friend's point of view was the only one that mattered. Job seems to have emphasized the friend's self-righteous attitude of complacency, because danger can only befall people who are doomed to trouble anyway. Job continued to be preoccupied by life's injustice, and observed that criminals prosper undisturbed. His friends joined in ridicule of the righteous person. Job himself, missing the fact that wickedness thrives in the world. The wicked thrive on power that comes from the same God whom the wicked defy. Job's taunt lines have become famous for extolling the wisdom of God as known through nature. In the context of the book, they contrast with what Job had been saying thus far, and are introduced with a very strong adversative conjunction. The friends find it obvious that God blesses the good and punishes the wicked. So obvious, Job now said, that any creature can tell you that the hand of the Lord Yahweh has done this. This is the only time the name of Yahweh appears in the dialogue between Job and his friends. Job suggested that ears evaluate words, palates evaluate foods, and the aged evaluate knowledge. Bildad had referred to the wisdom of the aged, and Eliphaz would also seize upon it. Having mocked his friends, Knave claimed that the wicked always suffer, and the righteous always prosper. Job now depicted a God entirely more unpredictable in his power than their reasoning allowed. Job's experience had no specific moral implication because God's power rules over all areas of our lives. God also rules over the nations. Amen.